Respected Principal Sir, my dear beloved colleagues, a warm good evening to you all. Today, I would like to share a few minutes about Mughal Empire. Mughal Empire is one of the important dynasty in Indian history. Mughals were a ruling family which were came from the Central Asian countries like Uzbekistan and Mongolia. Mughal, the word is derived from the Mongolia. The first important Mughal emperor was Babur, and he he was forced to leave his ancestral throne due to the invasion of the other rulers. After the years of wandering, he captured the Kabul in 1504. Then later, in 1526, he was captured the Delhi and he defeated the Ibrahim Lodi. One of the important aspect of the Babur was he was the first person who introduced the cannons and guns in Indian warfare. Next important ruler in the Mughals were Humayun. Actually, Sher Khan was defeated the Humayun and forced to leave him to Iran. In Iran, he received help from the Safayuddin Shah. In Iran, he got help from the Safayuddin Shah. Later, he recapitulated the Delhi in 1555. But unfortunately, in next year, in 1556, he was met with an accident. He was, fell down from the steps and he was died over there. So, he was the most unfortunate ruler amongst the, Mughal rulers. His name himself was, called as a unfortunate fellow. Humayun, nothing but the unfortunate. Humayun means is nothing but unfortunate. Next very important ruler, next most important ruler amongst the Mughals were Akbar. Akbar was ruled from 1556 to 1605. He was the most successful ruler amongst the total Mughal empire rulers. At the age of 13 only, Akbar was become the ruler for the Mughal throne. As soon as he came into power, he captured, Rajasthan, Central India, Bengal, and even he went to Afghanistan and Kashmir. These areas are all conquered. Later, he even came into Deccan, which means southern India. In southern India also, he captured the power. Next powerful ruler was Jahangir. What the Akbar was campaigned during his lifetime was just continued by Jahangir. No major conquest were there during the Jahangir regime. Next powerful Mughal emperor was Shah Jahan. Shah Jahan continued the Deccan campaign, and during his time, during Shah Jahan time, he faced many revolts by his chiefs, nobles during his regime. In 1657-58, there was a conflict over succession amongst his sons, taken place during his time. Later, Aurangzeb became the victorious and he was killed 3 of his brothers. Later, Shah Jahan was imprisoned his rest of his life and he was put into prison very close to Agra. So, Shah Jahan time was actually regarded as the golden era during the Mughal time. During the Aurangzeb time, after the Shah Jahan, Aurangzeb time, he was captured the Assam, but he faced many revolts across the India. Across his regime, actually India is not, across his regime, he faced many revolts like He faced revolt from the Rajasthan, Central India, and Afghanistan, and some other places. During his time, Guru Tej Bahadur, Govind Singh, Shivaji, and his own son Akbar also revolted against him. Next, Shivaji was succeeded to establish his independent kingdom in Maratha. In 1685, Aurangzeb captured the Bijapur. Later, in 1687, he captured the Golconda. Later, his death was taking place. His death was followed by the succession of conflicts amongst his sons. So, these are the powerful emperors in Mughal dynasty, Mughal regime. These are the powerful emperors. After the Aurangzeb, slowly Mughal empire was coming into end. So this is my small, synopsis about Mughal empire. This lesson is in 7th class. Thank you listening my lesson.